Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of psychology to discuss a topic that affects us all: manipulation. We are going to uncover the secrets behind manipulation, explore its psychological underpinnings, and most importantly, equip you with the necessary tools to spot it and shield yourself from its influence. So let's get started. If you haven't already, please take a moment to like this video and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to go the extra mile, don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a video release, and stay up to date with the content I'm releasing weekly to you to help you scale up your real estate business. And make sure you stick around to the end, where I'm going to share with you my pro tip that has scaled my business up over the years to master the art of manipulation. It's important that we must understand manipulation. Manipulation isn't just a word, it's a psychological game. At its core, manipulation involves someone's thoughts, feelings, or behaviors to serve the manipulator's agenda, often at the expense of the victim's well-being. But why do people resort to manipulation, and how is this used in the real estate space? Some examples of manipulation in our business are a need for power and control, desire for personal gain or advantage, fear of losing something important, and lack of empathy for others. Now that we know why manipulation happens, let's explore some common tactics used by manipulators. Guilt tripping occurs when manipulators evoke guilt to make you comply with their wishes. Guilt tripping can occur in various situations within the real estate industry, often involving emotional manipulation or pressure tactics to influence decisions. Here's a scenario where guilt tripping might come into play. Imagine a family deciding to sell their longtime family home, which holds sentimental value. The parents have lived in the house for decades, and it's where their children grew up. However, due to various reasons such as financial difficulties, maintenance costs, or simply downsizing into retirement, they've decided it's time to sell the property and move into a smaller, more manageable home. In this scenario, guilt tripping could occur in several ways. The real estate agent representing the family may use emotionally charged language to make the parents feel guilty about selling the home. They might say things like, "Think about all the memories you're leaving behind," or "Your children grew up here. Are you sure you want to let go of those memories?" Friends and families who have strong emotional ties to the home might try to guilt trip the parents as well. They could say, "How could you sell the house where we all celebrated holidays and birthdays?" Or, "You're breaking our hearts by letting go of this family treasure." Potential buyers might sense the emotional attachment the sellers have to the house and use it to their advantage during negotiations. They could mention how much they love the house and how it would mean the world to their family. This may put additional pressure on the sellers to agree to less favorable terms. If the house is located in a close-knit neighborhood or community, neighbors might guilt trip the sellers by suggesting that selling their house could disrupt the harmony of the community or lead to undesirable changes in the area. Contractors or repairmen who come to inspect the property might subtly remind the homeowners of their responsibility to maintain the house, suggesting that selling it is somehow neglecting their duties. Guilt tripping in this real estate scenario can be emotionally distressing for the family, making it challenging for them to make an objective decision based on their financial and practical needs. It's essential for individuals in such situations to seek guidance from professionals who can provide impartial advice and support, helping them make the best decision for their circumstances while managing emotional pressures. Silent treatment occurs when the manipulators induce anxiety and capitulation. Manipulation through the silent treatment can be a subtle yet powerful tactic used in the real estate industry. Here's a scenario illustrating how it might occur. Imagine a situation where a potential homebuyer is actively interested in purchasing a property and they have been negotiating with the seller or the seller's agent. During the negotiation process, the potential buyer presents an offer that they believe is fair based on market conditions and their budget. However, the seller or the seller agent is not satisfied with the offer and decides to use the silent treatment as a manipulation tactic. Here's how it plays out. The potential buyer submits an initial offer for the property, either directly to the seller or through their real estate agent. This offer reflects the buyer's perceived market value and their financial limitations. Instead of countering or responding promptly, the seller or the agent deliberately chooses not to communicate with the buyer or the buyer's agent. They might ignore emails, phone calls, or messages, leaving the potential buyer in a state of uncertainty. The silent treatment creates anxiety and uncertainty for the buyer. They are left wondering whether the seller has rejected the offer, is considering it, or if there's room for further negotiation. This emotional distress can lead the buyer to question their own offer and potentially increase it without any clear feedback from the seller. By remaining silent, the seller or the seller's agent can manipulate the buyer's perception of the situation. The buyer may start to doubt the strength of their position and feel pressure to improve their offer in the hopes of ending the silence and moving the negotiation forward. The silent treatment can also serve as a delaying tactic. The seller might be waiting for other potential offers to come in, hoping to generate a sense of urgency and competition among buyers, or simply stalling for time in the hopes of finding more favorable offers. As the silent treatment continues, the buyer may experience psychological stress, feeling compelled to take action to break the silence and secure the property. This stress could cloud their judgment and lead them to make concessions they otherwise wouldn't have. It's important to note that using the silent treatment as a manipulation tactic in real estate negotiations is not ethical and can harm the trust and goodwill between parties. Real estate transactions should ideally be conducted transparently, with clear and open communication to ensure that both buyers and sellers make informed decisions. If a party encounters such manipulation, they may consider seeking advice from the real estate agent or legal counsel to navigate the situation effectively. The previous two scenarios are just two of many different examples I can share with you. Spotting manipulation requires a keen eye and an understanding of human behavior cues. You must trust your gut if something feels off, as it probably is. Listen to your instincts. You can also observe patterns, as manipulators have a habit of repeating tactics. This consistent behavior is transparent in many cases when dealing with offers on properties. As well, watch for inconsistencies in the way they communicate to you. This is why it is very important to listen at all times to what they are saying so that you can catch this. I always call them out on these types of inconsistent behaviors and contradictions. Lastly, watch out for unrealistic demands that seem to be too extreme or unreasonable. This can happen in an offer where they are throwing a massive list of demands at you to see if your clients will bite. Listen, in a negotiation, we are always working to get to no, because if you get to yes, the negotiation is over. So be authoritative and use the word no, especially if your gut is telling you the other side is trying to manipulate you in the process. Now that we have identified a few different scenarios where manipulation can occur, I now want to shift the focus on defending against manipulation. In particular, how assertiveness can help in your defense. Being assertive and clear in real estate negotiations can be a powerful defense against manipulation. When you assert yourself and communicate clearly, you set the tone for a fair and transparent negotiation process. Here's how being assertive and clear can help defend against manipulation in real estate negotiations. This allows you to set clear boundaries from the outset. You can communicate your expectations and limits regarding the negotiation process, such as your price range, desired terms, and non-negotiables. This signals the other party that you won't be easily swayed or manipulated. Assertiveness reflects confidence in your position and a conviction in what you believe is a fair deal. When you communicate your position with confidence, it's less likely that the other party will attempt manipulative tactics because they recognize your commitment to your stance. Clear communication ensures that both parties understand each other's intentions, requirements, and constraints. By clearly articulating your needs and preferences, you reduce the opportunity for the other party to misinterpret your position or use ambiguity to their advantage. When you're assertive, you rely on facts, data, and market information to support your position. This objective approach makes it difficult for the other party to manipulate you with emotional appeals or substantiated claims. Assertiveness doesn't mean being unyielding. It also involves active listening to the other party's concerns and proposals. By actively listening and seeking to understand their perspective, you can respond more efficiently and make informed decisions. Manipulative tactics often aim to provoke an emotional response. When you remain calm and collected, you're less likely to be swayed by emotional manipulation. This allows you to think rationally and maintain control over the negotiation. Being clear about deadlines and expectations for the negotiation process can prevent the other party from using delay tactics or creating unnecessary pressure. It helps maintain a structured and efficient negotiation. If you encounter manipulation or unethical behavior, assertiveness involves seeking guidance from professionals, such as real estate agents or legal advisors. You can provide expert advice and support your position. An assertive negotiator knows when to walk away from a deal that doesn't meet their needs or standards. This willingness to walk away can deter the other party from employing manipulative tactics, as they understand that you won't accept an unfair or unfavorable agreement. Keeping record of all communication and agreements in writing can help deter manipulation. It ensures that everything is transparent and can be referred to in case of disputes or misunderstandings. In real estate negotiations, assertiveness and clear communication are essential for protecting your interests and maintaining a fair and equitable process. They create a foundation of trust and professionalism that makes it more challenging for manipulation to succeed. Remember, being informed is your armor against manipulation's sneaky tactics. By understanding its psychology, recognizing the signs, and mastering the art of self-defense, you'll be better equipped to navigate the complex web of human interactions. My pro tip for the week that has helped me tremendously in defending against manipulation during negotiations is questioning. Questioning everything in real estate negotiations can be a valuable strategy for defending against manipulation and ensuring that you make informed decisions. By asking thoughtful and probing questions, you gain clarity, uncover hidden information, and reduce the likelihood of being manipulated. Here's how this approach can be effective. Questioning everything encourages transparency in the negotiation process. When you ask questions about various aspects of the deal, it sends a signal that you are thorough and diligent in your approach. This may dissuade the other party from attempting to hide or manipulate information. Assumptions can lead to misunderstandings and manipulation. By asking questions, you can clarify any assumptions made by either party and ensure that everyone is on the same page regarding terms, conditions, and expectations. When the other party makes claims or statements, questioning everything, this allows you to validate those claims. For example, if the seller asserts that the property has never had structural issues, asking for documentation or an inspection report can help verify the accuracy of their statement. By asking questions about the motivations and goals of the other party, you can gain insight into their priorities. This understanding can help you tailor your negotiation strategy and identify potential areas of compromise. In all real estate negotiations, being diligent and inquisitive can help you protect your interests, avoid manipulation, and ensure that you enter into a fair and advantageous agreement for your buyers. Remember to approach questioning with professionalism and courtesy to maintain a productive negotiation atmosphere. Finally, being informed is your armor against manipulation's sneaky tactics. By understanding its psychology, recognizing the signs, and mastering the art of self-defense, you will be better equipped to navigate the complex web of human interactions. Next up is a game changer. Personal growth and a growth mindset are big ticket items for me. They should also be for you. We are going to dive into how to tackle that pesky, toxic ego that could potentially wreak havoc on our lives. If you're ready to embark on a journey of self-awareness and transformation, get ready. If you have found these tips useful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more inspiring content. Feel free to share this video with someone who you think would benefit from this content. Stay tuned for more empowering content. And as always, keep striving for a better you. Let's develop a blueprint for your business for life.